It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Back in Brooklyn, the Nets tip off the beginning of a homestand. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Yeah, it's one of his favorite spots right there. Daniels using his reach to get himself an easy bucket inside.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Bailey. And stolen by Daniels. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Here's Lillard after the Warriors pick up three. Driving in. Rebound by Alexander Walker. To the middle. And Gafford throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The three from Harden sinks the three-pointer.
And that time converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Finney-Smith. Alexander Walker on the wing. And another three for Golden State.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the trigger.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now, here's Lillard. Rebounded by Kamare. Warriors leading by 7. Brooklyn with the rebound. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now, here's Lillard. And there's...
Oh, that was amazing! Oh, my goodness!
Oh! is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Here's Kuminga, and the bucket is good. A three-point play chance here for him.
And there's Kuminga showing you how tough he can be. That's a great job converting through contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
It's Harden with the drive. And here's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got his second basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 4.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
In the corner, Kamara with it. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Bailey. It's the Nets now. Picked by Vucevic. And he hits it to tie the game up. Harden's got 5 points so far.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. Here's Shepherd. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Lillard throws it down.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Six on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. No good on that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Nets out in front, ending the first. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Into the lane. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Lets it fly. And it's Shepherd missing. The Nets with the lead. Picked by Vucevic. Lillard attacking. It's Drummond with the rebound. Shepherd with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Lets the three fly. They get it again. Screen by Oubre. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he wanted to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important when you have that relationship, especially especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough. So you try to build it. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Shepard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Shepard's got himself on the board with 3 there. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA, Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And he drives in. Oubre on the wing. And the Warriors, another 3.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. No good on the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Here's Shepard. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8. Pass to Johnson. Kick by Vucevic. Johnson attacking.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The shot by Powell, no good. Johnson outside. And it's Beasley in the corner. Back to Vucevic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim. What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
And Beasley has the ball here for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Hield. Lays it up and banks it in.
And smart decision by Hill. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Count the basket. Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And that one is good.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Powell outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Warriors on 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Johnson outside. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Substitutions on the court.
Now, Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Beasley outside. Pass to Johnson. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
To the paint. Here's Huff. Warriors with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Gafford. It's hauled in by Huff.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Knocked loose. Here's Finney-Smith. He has yet to score. Here's Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 4.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Tim, you think about rim running centers. Daniel Gafford tip up. That type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Nets trailed by 7. And here's Harden. He has 7. Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 10 points in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Huff, no good. Warriors leading by 6. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Against contact, Harden makes it work inside.
How about the effort from Harden, pushing past the contact inside?
Here he goes. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. They set the pick. Harden outside. Kuminga with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Golden State's ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Outside Daniel. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Pass to Harden. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The Warriors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Right side Daniels. It's hauled in by Huff. Nets trailed by 11. Now Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
And here are the Warriors now. And he's good on the 3-ball. Alexander Walker's got 22.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Kicks it out to Harden. 3-pointer. Let's keep it alive. And Gafford comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Kuminga with it. They set the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the tip.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepherd. That's his first foul. Lillard outside. Picked by Vucevic. Lillard.
Oh, man!
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Out to the right wing. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now Lillard. 10 points for him. From 13. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Johnson surveying the floor. Inside. It's stolen by Shepherd. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing up. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Warriors leading by 8. Shot on the wing. Johnson with the rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
Pass to Powell. Now Shepherd from past the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Here's Shepard. And a miss there on the triple.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Down low. Vucevic.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
To the paint. And George with the stuff.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Kamara. Oh, good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now the Warriors moving it up. And he slams it down right on top of Cameron Johnson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the three.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepard a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Now Johnson. Daniels with the steal. Jumps up. Oh, he jams it in, leaving no room for error.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves. Creating spacing. That's his third three-pointer of the night and his second this half.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They double him with George. 5 to shoot. Holy cow! What a bailout!
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Now Johnson. Harden scanning the floor. Harden gets it done inside.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
And it's blocked. It's stolen by Shepard. Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's Gafford. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Stolen by Harden. A deep 3. Gafford with the rebound. From outside, it's off target. And the Nets with possession. Trailing here by 8. 3, good.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Clock at 6. And they come back with a 3 of their own. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in